Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video, ladies, divine feminines, dark feminines, light feminines, and all of my lovers that decided to tune in. You're keeping me elevated, lovers. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading. So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Find a reading or a reader that does resonate because Lacey does not give a F. Let's call on a divine. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? You got a group of people that are mad that you won't show up for your humbling or your humiliation. They had so many planned humblings and humiliations, and they thought that they could just pull you in, drag you in, and put you in an arena where you are no longer the ish, where you're no longer the queen here. There's some people who feel like you have some sort of superiority complex, but it's a projection here. A lot of you guys have built your own castle. You're allowed to be the queen here. Somebody wishes you were knocking on doors and getting rejected and having this realization that you ain't no queen. You don't have a right to set standards. You don't have a right to have boundaries. You don't have a right to decide what type of people you allow into your life. You don't have a right to have preferences. I'm going to humble you because you're not everybody's preference. And then they're coming to the realization that you know that and you are okay with it. You're okay with people that don't like you. You're okay with people not wanting you. You're okay with it, but you're not going to allow anybody up in your space to destroy your peace and to destroy what you built here. They know that. So they wanted to pull you in to what they built and the tricks and stuff they set up for you so that they can cause this uncomfortable experience here. Whether this was like they, and these uncomfortable experiences they wanted to create based on the things they felt like you loved about yourself. If you really love your boobies hair, like I love my new girls that came in, I'm like, thank God for hormonal stress. And I just seen Elon post about that joke people were making. First of all, you can't eat bread. You can't eat cholesterol. Oh, it's this, it's that. And then the guy came back, actually, it's genetic. Me, a lot of women, we have hormonal problems. And, and the hormones will hit us in so many ways when we're stressed. Some people get acne. Other people, they put on weight. Other of us, we might get uh, decreased or increased libido here. I have not had a libido for like a whole year since I was stressed. And me hormonally, my boobs just happen to whoosh, and some water weight, and whatnot. But that's neither here nor there. Whatever you loved about yourself, they wanted you to see that it wasn't that great. Even if you love your skin tone, you love your race, you love your body. They wanted to show you, well, okay, you might like. They wanted to show you was high yellow. You're not that important. Like that Kevin Gates song here. Actually, I like this type of girl with a flat chest. Oh, you think you're cool because you're famous? I like this guy that's not famous. You think because you got a nice car, you're gonna impress me? Down with capitalism, and then the whole time you won't even show up and you don't care what they like, and they're trying to use their preferences as a weapon. You use yours as protection or based on experiences, knowing what you mix with and what you don't mix with here. Some people, and you're okay with other people liking or disliking what they don't. It's like people are mad that it doesn't hit you in the way that They want it to hit you. When people dislike you or they dislike things about your body or they say mean things, they want it to knock you down and give you this epiphany that you're really not it. You're it. You're the shit because who built that castle? That castle is your mind, and you are the queen on your own throne in your own mind, and they don't like it. Nobody has a right to knock you off the throne of your mind here. And they're mad that they can't get into your head and knock you off of the throne and place somebody else in your head as the ideal. Don't ever let nobody place anybody in your head as the ideal end all be all here. You have the right to love yourself. You have the right to put yourself first here, and they're mad that you are showing people that life and people are not a monolith. They're not allowed to say, well, people are going to think. Yes, some people are going to think, and who cares? And they're mad you're not searching for any type of acceptance in life. You're not searching for acceptance. You're not searching for approval. You're not searching for validation. So they cannot deny you of anything here. There's a lot of people that have denial kinks. They want to figure out what you want so they could deny you of it. And then, or they could hold it to you. Nobody can deny you of anything. They could be the person that refuses to give you what you want, but the world is yours. And they're mad at that because whose world is this? The world is yours. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. We have a right to build and experience what we like in this world in spite of what other people feel about it. You know? We don't have the right to persecute, hurt, or try to hold other people to our standards. I mean, we can. We could try to hold people to our standards, but that just would make us a bully, you know? There's no point in going around bullying people here. You can definitely have your opinion on people, you have your opinions on groups, you have your opinion on culture, you have your opinion on me as a tarot reader, but it gets to a certain point when you're trying to use that opinion as a weapon to hurt other people where you cross the line into being a bully, and you guys are aware that you got a lot of people that hate on you and they want to bully you and they want to knock you off a high horse that they put you on. It's some people that just don't like the fact that you love yourself. They don't like the fact that you think highly enough of yourself to take on task here. There's some people who felt like if they didn't get a chance to humble you, that life itself was going to humble you. And then now they're figuring out like that's just not happening. They're watching your life and they're seeing you being uplifted more and more every day. And you're not going through this these experiences that they wrote out for you in their heads. Divine, please tell me more. What's going on in this collective energy? I put on my pink ghostly nails. If you guys seen me make these, I had to get back to making more nails. I've been spending a lot of time outside in the beautiful woods. I'm gonna post some more pictures of I went deeper into the woods, than I would normally do instead of like playing on the outline. And it was very quiet and peaceful. Stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments is coming out here. Somebody wanted you to argue, they want to create some sort of stress in your life, but this is all coming out and back to them. They're mad that you're not having any sort of stress or turbulence. Somebody could have said that you couldn't handle whatever you guys were trying to take on in life, that you didn't have the mana, you didn't have the abilities, you didn't have the mental strength, you didn't have this, you didn't have that, and you couldn't tolerate it. Whole time you can hear somebody is really stressed out about you though. I don't know why this energy is stressed out. Let's clarify this. Divine, please clear. Okay. They're stressed that you will not return to them. They were expecting your return. They were expecting your return so many times that you took off. They were expecting that you would rely on them. They were expecting that you guys second chance, opportunity, and making amends. You guys don't care to make amends with these people, and it's stressing them out because this is another planned humiliation they had. They had planned rejection, planned humiliation. Oh, if the collective isn't talking to me, then wait until they come back. I'm going to not talk to them here. There's also somebody that was hoping you would chase them, hoping you would like find them, hoping you would like gravel to them, hoping you would like somebody could have regretted ghosting you here because now that they ghosted you, some of you guys are like me. You got ADHD and you genuinely forget about people. Like once it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Like I could hide my snacks and I forget about them. I'm like, I could hide. It's out of sight, it's out of mind, and it's no longer stimulating you enough to for you guys to remember it here. Divine, please tell me more. Divine, please tell me more. And also, you refuse to return to things that stress you out. And they don't know the difference between being stressed and being challenged here. A lot of you guys like challenges, but you refuse to deal with undue stress and opinions and people trying to pry in your life and disrespect and all of these other things here. You might deal with challenges, but it's like the disrespect, you're not dealing with it. Somebody was waiting for, I don't know, whatever new life you built to become too much for you and to start crashing down so that you could come towards them. We got bluff, pretending, mask, and exaggeration is coming out here. Yeah, somebody was bluffing. They were not like, they're putting on the bluff for you. And now maybe they regret it, or somebody could feel like you're putting on a bluff. Let's um pull some more on that energy. We got obscurity in reverse coming out here. Secrets, mysteries, concealing. Yeah, I feel like you guys are not bluffing about what people thought you were bluffing about. And now that they found out that your life is real, it's like, let's say, clarify this. Distance, separation, space, and blockage here. They know it's no chance of your return. It's like somebody's mad that you created distance first, and they feel like you won. And there's like no second chance to pull you back into the arena to have these sort of battles that they wanted to have with you. You guys have simply found your peace and you're building your life. And for some reason, this is stressing somebody out that was bluffing here. Like somebody, or you called someone's bluff with the obscurity in reverse and the distance. You recognize someone's bluff. You recognize the power plays they were trying to to engage you, enrage you, and manipulate you. And then you created distance here. People are talking about how you don't tolerate this. If you guys have some sort of platform and these other people have platforms, whether it's social media, this could even be in a friend group here. They mad that you don't deal with phoniness. You don't deal with phoniness. You don't deal with disrespect. You don't deal with a lot of things. You guys could be one of those people who are on YouTube where you delete your negative comments, you delete the weirdos, you don't engage with them, maybe I don't know, you don't engage with them, and you don't leave them there to just try to turn other people against you or to try to turn your space against you into a negative space here. You guys block them and move on. Whereas other people are mad because they've been dealing with so much BS that they didn't have to deal with here. These people could have been leaving negative comments because they're like, at least it's a comment. These people will invite people that they don't like to their party because at least they have more people at their party, and more people to them, it makes them look cool, it makes them look popular. You guys seem to have an unlimited amount of people because even the people you block might create new pages and they might come back around to you. Even the haters that you block and you're no longer friends with are still bringing you up, talking about you, and making you more popular just by bringing your name up. I don't know why she's not talking to me. because I did like a lot of those frenemy people. Once you cut them off, they can't keep you out of their mouths. We got longing coming out here in reverse, craving, aching, wanting in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you could have had a lover that thought that you were going to want them, need them, crave them, long for them. They could feel your longing has dissipated. They could feel that you're done. You moved on, you don't care, you're not chasing behind these people. You're not longing for acceptance. You're not longing for whatever they thought you would be longing for. We got heart fog in reverse coming out here. Somebody gave you heart fog and they were confusing and they're not simple people who know what they want here. They left things unclear, thinking that that was going to leave you in a longing phase. Whole time you're not in a longing phase. You're not in some sort of like, and this could be people trying to do spell work on your love life here, trying to break your heart, and then you just deal with it. You're like, okay, that person's confusing. I don't really like that. I tried my best to work it out. I guess they're not going to try their best. It's like, you guys are not in any sort of heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and messed up coming out here underneath the longing. You got rid of people who give you mixed signals. You guys could be people who take mixed signals as a no. You don't allow people to challenge you, like do these whatever these weird things that people do, you know? Divine, just tell me more. We got escaping in reverse, avoiding, blocking, pushing away under the longing. Escaping, I'm going to put this here separately. Escaping in reverse. Somebody's not able to escape their thoughts of you and their thoughts for you here. You guys could have a lot of people that want to show you that you're not important. Like, and then you laugh at it. You move on. It's like whatever. It's funny. All right, I'm not important to you, so I'm gonna go over here. Whatever. Because well, no, I just want to be around you and humble you and make you feel like you're not that important. Every time I do a guy voice, yeah, no, I be switching my voices. And, I just want to be around you. They just wanted to be around you to make you feel unimportant, but they didn't want you to leave. Some of you guys are like, okay, you don't like me. No, I do, but uh and then they won't even tell you. That's how you know these people want you to become self-evaluating to the point where you lose your confidence. If somebody can't tell you what you did wrong, the only thing you did wrong was love yourself, be confident, be happy, be detached, and they're like, I don't like the way you're not insecure and always wondering if you're doing something wrong. I want you to be one of those people who, if somebody says something negative, you think it's about you. They want you to feel like if you hear people giggling, that you think they're laughing at you. They wanted you to feel like, a state of apologizing for an existence that you didn't ask for. There's so many people that want you to apologize for existing in this world and you didn't ask to exist and you're not asking for acceptance either. It's like, your life is your life and my life is my life. Some of you guys have created this vortex around you that a lot of people can't penetrate. Divine, please tell me more. So I'm on this collective energy. We got peace here in reverse, balance, harmony, and friendship. Yes, somebody is no longer getting peace without you. They're not getting any peace without you guys. Let's clarify this. And it's because they wanted you to want them so bad. Maybe I don't know what the heck this is. Yeah, they're not getting peace because only you're the only ones that could have did them like how that you did them here, and these people did you dirty. You're the only one who is as clear-headed, as clear-minded, as loving as you are. They're realizing they're not going to get peace because you have a right to have the confidence that you have. And they're realizing there's always going to be more people in your life that's going to do you better and better and better because of the type of person you are, because you're so rare, because you're so unique, because you're so you. You have a right to have standards because you guys are so wanted, because you are so unique, because you are so different. Even though they don't want to see you as being different and unique, it's not really going to stop the fact that that's just is. That's just what you are. Like they just didn't want you to have the confidence of someone that is as rare, as unique as you guys are. They didn't want you to have the standards that you have a right to have because your standards are to protect you. They created false standards to try to hurt you here, and you moved on from this, and you guys still won't show up for their humiliation parties. You won't show up for their humbling. You won't show up like, for the BS here. You guys have learned to have peace on your own and love on your own and happiness on your own. And you're not allowing anybody to penetrate that vortex around you. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons with this past life coming out here underneath the longing, deja vu, past life, repeated lessons here. Somebody thought you were going to always be attracted to like maybe some sort of abuse or some sort of toxic patterns or toxic friendships. I see that you guys have gotten out of the heart fog. You've gotten out of longing for acceptance, longing for people who didn't long for you. Um, or you're giving other people in your past life deja vu. Somebody else, they could have attracted somebody else like you, like, a loving person, a supportive person, a kind person, an empathetic person, and then they lost them doing the same tricks here. Divine, please tell me more. Or this is kind of saying that this might be energy surrounding you from a past life here. We got loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing here with the loyalty in reverse under the stress and whatnot. Yeah, somebody wanted to stress you out by showing unloyalty to you, or this is you. You walk away. You don't create any loyalty with anybody but yourself. People might be saying you're not loyal, and hey, you're loyal to yourself. If people disrespect you, it's no sense, because there's a lot of people that try to use loyalty as a way to like abuse you, like, create toxicity, and they think you're not supposed to leave. You're supposed to be royal here. I mean, loyal, but you're royal instead of loyal, but the loyalty is in reverse. So people are like, you're not loyal to people who disrespect you. You're not loyal to people who have negative traits or bad habits. You're not just holding them down just to hold them down here. You're not loyal to people who look like you just because they look like you. You're not loyal to any sort of cause except for yourself and your own emotions. And this is setting people free. You're setting people so free, it like hurts. It's like, like, you guys are a breath of fresh air, and like so full of like, I don't know. You're a breath of fresh air, and you got people pretty much like in love with you. Like they're seeing things so clearly when it comes to you. Like you guys are, ooh, like, I don't know. I could also see somebody in the shower like screaming because they lost you. They're literally like, like, why did I do that? Why did I boom? Like, yo, they lost you because of their own ego being in the way, and maybe they suffer from low self-esteem that you guys fix. They can't, I don't know. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Goodbye.